Hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards. Natural disasters such as these do not occur frequently, but when they do, they leave their mark on society by destroying property, negatively impacting the economy, and causing human suffering. It is the goal of meteorologists to prevent these natural events in the weather from becoming natural disasters in order to protect society from harm. They are able to do this because of previous research done on weather patterns and climate change, and have used their research to develop new technology and the tools needed to forecast the weather to warn others of possible future weather-related disasters. Some of these tools include tornado sirens that alert a community of a spotted tornado, and lightning detectors that are often placed in parks to warn children to get to shelter. Dr. Robert Mark Simpson, a geography professor at UT Martin, discusses the research done by Dr. Ted Fujita on the 1974 outbreak of tornadoes across the Mid-South and Midwest.
All kinds of damage occurred throughout the entire area. And Dr. Ted Fujita studied the damage and came up with an assessment of how you could measure storm strength based on this damage. And what they concluded was that people that were found alive in some of these homes and businesses that got hit were in places where there were pipes, like in bathrooms or interior closets or in basements. And so they were able to conclude from this research suggestions for the population as to where to go when a tornado was about to strike. And in that process, they've been able to warn better and save people's lives.
According to the Discovery Channel, Hurricane Katrina was one of the deadliest hurricanes in the history of the United States, killing over 1,800 people. It was also one of the costliest hurricanes in United States history, with $75 billion in estimated damages. The National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center were almost perfect in their forecast of the path and potential devastation for this hurricane. Many times, these catastrophic events, like Katrina, could have resulted in less devastation if only society would have listened and responded to the predictions and warnings of meteorologists. Dr. Todd Albert, a meteorologist at the University of Tennessee at Martin, discusses how his research could result in benefits down the road for the people of Peru.
A good example would be I study an ice cap in Peru, and I'm looking at, it's called the Quelccaya ice cap, looking at melt on the Quelccaya ice cap. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm watching ice melt from space using satellite imagery to measure melt on this ice cap. A few decades down the road, there'll be less and less water running off, and these people, 30 million people who rely on it are going to have to figure out something else for, their water, their food, their energy, and their money. My research could then lend a hand to the people who are interested in hydroelectric power, water resources, and things like that.
Research in meteorology has been advancing throughout the years due to the advancements in technology. The UT Martin weather station collects data, and meteorologists analyze this data in order to inform others in the area of future weather-related events, such as tornadoes and snowstorms. Their research efforts will hopefully result in a safer and more prepared society.